What happens when you put resin into some cookie cutters? In today's video, I am using Artline Epoxy Resin to create a fabulous, stunning Christmas tree using cookie cutters. Honestly, why bake when you can pour? So as I mentioned, I've teamed up with Artline Epoxy Resin for this one, and I totally get why they are a top resin brand in Europe. First of all, crystal clear resin. There's no bluish tint or weird hues, just pure shine, and your colors look exactly how you want them to. Advanced UV protection, which means your resin is not going to yellow over time. And can we talk about the packaging? It even comes with gloves, mixing cup, stir, stick, instructions. So basically, even if you start panicking mid-pour, Artline Epoxy Resin has your back covered. Before I jump into the cookie cutters, I'm laying down a sticky surface to work on, and for that I'm using some resin tape. Now you can actually use sticky back plastic, but I always find that it leaves a little sticky residue on the back. So resin tape it is, because clean peel and no drama. Although I may have gone a bit overboard with how much I've laid out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trim off the excess and maybe save it for another project, because honestly nothing goes to waste around here except maybe my patience when the tape sticks to itself. Now that our cookie cutters are nice and sticky on the tape, it's time to mix up the resin itself. Now the formula looks super easy to mix, nice and smooth. It is measured by weight, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And Artline Resin also sent me some of the metallic pigments, and because we're doing a Christmas tree themed vibe, I'm mixing these two shades together. I think they're gonna give us the perfect shimmery tree hue. You know, that magical Christmas tree vibe is what we want. So these are going to be great. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you already know everything here is basically one big experiment. I've never poured resin into cookie cutters before, and I haven't even used any mold release. So this could go either really well, or it could be a festive disaster. I'm kind of counting on the fact that these cookie cutters are plastic and hopefully they're a little bendy. So fingers crossed they will come off easily. But hey, you know, we're gonna find out together. Oh my gosh, as I'm pouring this, look at that. It's looking so yummy. I mean, those metallics are showing up beautifully. I'm honestly excited how this is going right now. While I get these filled in, I want to take a second and say a massive thank you to Cindy. Thank you so much, Cindy, for commenting, sending all of those treats for Sky in the comments. Your support to my channel honestly means the world. It just means I can keep this whole chaotic resin lab running. So I didn't mix up quite enough resin first time around, so I had to whip up a little bit more just to top these up. So far there's not much leaking, which is a good sign. I'm hoping it stays that way, because otherwise this will very quickly turn into a massive sparkly disaster on my table. So fingers crossed. But those micas, they are making some stunning effects. Now before I leave this to cure, let me remind you, you can grab this Artline Resin and their gorgeous pigments. I'm going to leave you with my discount code Jessica, which gets you 15% off their entire product range. So you'll find all the links in the description. Guys, this is looking super yummy. Now, while the curing happens, it is time for some cuddles with Sky, who is nice and cozy in his bed, and he wants to remind you to like, comment and sub, because honestly he is my little art manager on this channel. All right, so in true YouTube fashion, these are now fully cured. I'm going to start off by peeling off the tape first, and then hopefully we can get these off the cookie cutters without any drama. There was a tiny bit of leakage, nothing too disastrous, so thankfully it's gonna be okay. Small wins, people, small wins. All right, the moment of truth. Can I actually get these out of the cookie cutter? Like I mentioned, they are plastic and slightly bendy, so if I gently pull them away from the resin, they should pop out. And guess what, guys? They do. It is working. Oh my god, I am so relieved. Can you imagine if these never came off and we had permanently decorated cookie cutters? Yeah, that would have been a look, but not the one we're going for. And this actually works so well. Cookie cutters are officially on my resin supply list now. I mean, I love sneaking pastry tools in the studio. They kind of never disappoint. And remember, we literally did not even use mold release here. So it's wild how easily they're coming off. And those metallics, oh my god, I'm obsessed with those shimmery swirls. I didn't even try to get any effects and they've already like done their own thing. It's looking fabulous. Now I do have some overspills, nothing too dramatic, so I'm just going to use my deburring tool, and as always it's going to do a nice clean job. No fuss, no drama, just some satisfying tidy up moment before we get to assembling this. I'm going to do something a little extra because obviously this is my channel and we always like to go a little bit over the top. So Artline did also send me this glow in the dark pigment, and obviously it's going to end up on this tree. So I'm going to grab some Mod Podge and mix up some of this glow in the dark pigment in there and brush along the edges of these shapes. Hopefully that's going to give us a nice defined glow up for our tree. I am super impressed how these are going. For the assembly here, I'm actually going to use Artline Extra Honey Resin. This is the thicker resin. It is a high viscosity formula and I'm using it as glue to assemble all of our pieces. But honestly, as I'm looking at the consistency, I can already tell that these are going to be perfect for some resin blooms. So if you want to see me try some blooms using this resin, let me know in the comments and maybe we'll do a bloom experiment in the next video. Now let the stacking begin. I'm starting off with the largest piece at the bottom and working up to the tiniest star on top. So a tiny bit of resin in between each layer, and because the resin is so thick, nothing is sliding around, which is perfect. Last thing I want is a tilted Christmas tree. I mean, we're going for festive, not a wobbly tower of doom vibes. Finishing off with a little star on top, and are you ready for the reveal? Because I cannot wait to show you how this turned out. Look at it. This is it from top down and it looks stunning even from this angle. I mean, look at that glow. Finally, I have made my entirely made out of resin Christmas tree and I am obsessed. This might be one of my favorite festive experiments ever. The shots you saw earlier were taken in pitch dark, and even when it's not completely dark outside, just look at that glow. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Once again, Artline, I am obsessed with your pigments. You have outdone yourself on this one. Thank you, Artline, for supporting my wild resin Christmas tree adventure. If you guys are looking for a resin, check them out. I'm going to leave you with my discount code in the description, but I also need your help because I need to know if I should add some ornaments to this. I've got this star mold. Let me know if I should add little stars, maybe silver, maybe gold, or maybe hot pink even, because there's no rules. Let me know in the comments if I should do that or if I should leave it as is. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you've enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will like these too, so go check them out.